like Canberra to me. Yeah, look, unfortunately, Canberra Cycling Club had a little issue with the roads down there. They had to shorten the race, 60k race for a hideaway from the girls. So we're in Sydney. If you're looking for a race to do, where do you have to go? Heffron Park. So we're going to Heffron Park. You fast forward to about, I don't know, 3 minutes 30 on the video. We will be finished with the Heffron Park. Oh, we're meeting up with Moosh. Winter Jacket Mark 2. Right, let's go meet Moosh.
And you did right from the start.
Okay, A grade. I think we're ready. We'll roll out. Alright, boys.
I'm in. I'm in.
Missing someone is as normal. Missing someone.
It's good to get in the race.
Yeah. So, thanks, you too. What it looks like from the front. We've got about 60 minutes of view from behind.
Oh,
Facing camera.
I saw that everyone was on the limit trying to get to Moosh. As soon as they caught him, I saw everyone slow down. I thought, bang, I'll go. It was just before the pimples out the back. I thought, oh, okay, if I go and the whole bunch gets me, it doesn't matter, I'll just try again a bit later. Turned around, there was Chris behind me saying, go, go, go. And that was it. But I have to say, the first 2 laps of sitting on Chris's wheel, I was on the absolute limit. I was in so much pain. And I was thinking, I'm just going to get blind out the back here 15 minutes into the race. So,
but that's it, isn't it? Like establishing the brake, that first part is brutal.
Yeah, it's hard. It's horrible. Yeah. Once the tempo kicks in, it's all right. You can get your head around it. But that first part is just got to suffer. And
The swim winner was Chris Miller.
oh, Childs. I think it's still.
That was kind of cool. So I got in that little break there with Ed. Look, I'm going to get home. I've got a lot on today. But if I get a chance, I want to talk about establishing that brake display. The way that worked out was almost textbook. Moosh and I had a chat before about how we wanted to ride that, and that played out almost perfectly. I mean, then you've got to go ride the race and the rest of it, but as far as this is going to go green. So that's 2 from 2 for the skin suits. Putting the performance of them aside, I've never ridden a skin suit that's like this. It is so comfortable. And it's kind of got me questioning. I was never going to do a customer version of them just because, well, there's a few reasons. There's not a massive market for it, and also that it's just a really expensive item to make. I really think this adds value to what's actually out there. The question is there a market for a skin suit? Watch this space. The other thing, if I get time, you might remember a while ago me coveting Angus Calder's silver spokes. Well, I did something about that. It's not as good as the... Yeah. You want to see the bike race video? Yeah. Okay. She wants to watch the video. How good? I'm just importing the footage from the Sony Action Cam now, and then I'll do the power sync up and all that. Ed was saying there how those first couple of laps establishing the brake was really hard. So how it was established, and then how we really got a gap. So Kira is obviously very advanced, very advanced. You're reading a book, Kira? So I don't get much past you guys. Wrote this the other day and immediately I was getting, oh, what's the story with the wheels? Sold the schmals, nothing wrong with them, just got a good price on them. And really wanted silver spokes. Head Belgium rims, a lovely set of velocity hubs, radial on the front, radial and 2-cross on the back. Main thing I really wanted out of a wheel build was the wide profile. The wide rims just seem to suit this bike really well. So I'm running the Michelin Power Competition tyres. Now, note to anyone buying these tyres, oh my god, putting them on, physically impossible. I had to get a special tool from the guys. Now, I know people are going to laugh at this, but yeah, I can't change a tyre. But I had to get a special tool, like this little pincer tool, to actually get them to put the tyre on there. I'll actually do a tyre review at some point, because there's actually quite a few good tyres out that I've tried over the last 6 months. So I might give a little feedback on that. Okay, I think the Sony Action Cam has imported, so let's go chat about a breakaway. Establishing a breakaway. I haven't actually watched this. This is the race video from the Sony Action Cam today. I thought we'll just watch the lap preceding Ed and I getting away, that actual attack, and we'll kind of pick out two things. So what I'm keen to sort of talk about then is the timing of establishing the brake, and then the physical aspect of it, I suppose. This needs to go up a bit. That is better. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so to set the scene, you can just see far left there was Moosh just off the front. So he's been solo for 2 laps. That was originally the plan, was I was to go hard for the first lap, kind of release him then, because a few people would be on the limit and he'd be able to attack and get away. Unfortunately, no one really has gone with him as such. A few little 1s and 2s have sort of gone across, but you can kind of see now he's coming back. He's got someone on his wheel, but they're not willing to work. So it's starting to get a little cagey. So we're lap 3. The guys who are willing to work have kind of shown themselves to this point. I've dropped a little bit further back. I was further up from memory when Moosh was away. That's me just saying just leave it. So why I'm saying just leave it is we want little 1s and 2s now to trickle off the front. We don't want to be the guys instigating the attacks. So that's why I'm saying just leave it. Now, it's looking like maybe John Peppard's kind of just off the front at this stage, but as I was saying, guys are hurting hard enough at this stage. Now, we're going to drop down here. So I'm going to pause it now. Moosh has just come back to the group. Little 1s and 2s are trickling away, so things could possibly happen here. Cue, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm sitting on Ed's wheel. Ed goes. I see. Perfect. Go with. He's actually going into a headwind there. Over the pimple.
Go, Ed, go.
You can hear me say, go, Ed, go. So I had a quick look back and saw that no one particularly reacted at that moment. And then all of a sudden, we've just got a little gap. Now let's see if we can get a little shot of it. There's a bloke. Okay, I think what we learnt about the timing of establish a breakaway from that is hitting the bunch when a breakaway or some moves have just come back, always a really good time. And also, hitting the bunch from, what was that, 5 or 6 riders deep. Now, it wasn't me doing it, it was Ed, but you're much better off hitting the group from that position than right on the front or right at the back. That was the perfect position in a bunch to have actually hit the group. To be honest, that kind of move probably happens 6, 7 more times a race. What actually makes the difference between a break staying and coming back is the physical aspect of it, like the going really hard. Ed mentions this. I had a quick chat to him afterwards. I think I'll put that in somewhere. The first couple of laps were brutally hard for him. Now they're going to be because we're trying to get away from the bunch. So let's play the first lap. So we've got that little bit of a gap 300 metres ago. So we're going to hit the straight. Here we go. So we hit the straight. Ed's rolling off now. So this is kind of my first turn now. So obviously I'm going to go for it. So my aim coming down the straight really is to do 450, 500 watts down this, because you can get a gap now. This is your opportunity. The bunch are probably going to have 1s and 2s trying to come across to you, but this is where you can establish that initial break. You're almost forgetting about the rest of the race because this is your moment and you've got to commit fully to it. Look, it's not always going to work, and that's bike racing, but mentally you just have to commit. Geez, this power data makes a massive difference on these videos, doesn't it? Cool, all right. A whole heap of race chat today, I know. It was pretty race heavy, it was pretty Heffron heavy. I did mention one thing, there was a crash in the end of the race that took down Nate Benarius. I just don't know how he's getting on. Obviously, all of us here, we know Nate really well. We're sending him our best wishes. That's kind of why I didn't mention it too much, because it's hard when you don't know what the actual situation is. You don't want to make a big deal out of it. He's done an awesome job with the team time trial with Sydney Uni as well. Okay, see you next week. Be less racy. Well, it probably won't be that less racy, but you know what I mean.